Hello everyone. The today's topic is about modals, the modals that express possibility, uncertainty, and certainty in the present and future time. The first one is the one that expresses possibility, and its structure will be the following: may or might or could plus verb infinitive. When we are talking about the verb infinitive, we are talking about the following verb, the verb that comes after the modal, and it is known as a verb in the base form. The first one expresses possibility. We can use may or might or could, but we can use may and might in the same situation. The thing is that may express a greater certainty than might. Might is very common in conversation, but is less formal. And instead of using them, we can use could that express options and possibilities. The next one is the one that expresses uncertainty. Its structure will be with may, not or might not plus verb infinitive. This one expresses an action that will possible not happen in the future. And the next one will be the ones that express possibility, and this is different to might and may. We use can plus verb infinitive. With can we can use it in different ways, for example for showing ability, inabilities, requests, permissions, possibilities, and so on. This is used to express a possibility in the present as a general way without using a future time reference. A future time reference, it is known as a part of the sentence that expresses a future action or a future result. For example, when you say the next week, the next month, later, on Monday, etc. The next one is the one that expresses certainty. Its structure will be with will plus verb infinitive, and we can use must plus verb infinitive too, but this is usually used with be. When we use will is when we are sure that something will happen. When we are certain something is true is when we use must. And the last one will be the one that expresses a negative certainty. This is used with the negative form with can, and its structure will be the following: can plus verb infinitive. We use it when we are very sure or certain something is not true or is impossible. It is usually used with be, and its structure will be can't plus verb plus be plus verb infinitive. Well, now that I've introduced the topic of a general way, let's see some examples.
Hi, I'm going to teach you how to express possibility or uncertainty in the present or future. The structure of this is may, might, or could plus a verb infinitive. You can use might, could, or may to say that something is possible in the present or in the future. For example, they could be brothers. They look so alike. I think it's possible that they are brothers. Second example is, where are my keys? They might still be in the car. I think it's possible that your keys are still in the car. The next one is, it's raining here, but it may be sunny there. I think it's possible that it's sunny there. These sentences are all about the present. There's no difference between could, might, and may here. You can use any of these three modal verbs in any of these sentences. It doesn't matter. Now, you can also talk about possibilities in the future. For example, it could cost more than you expect. I think it's possible that it will cost more than you expect. The next one is, you might miss the train unless you leave now. I think it's possible that you'll miss the train if you don't leave now. I may be around 5 minutes late. I think it's possible that I will be a little late. Be careful with may be, 2 words, and maybe 1 word. Maybe is a modal verb plus verb be, and maybe is an adverb. They aren't the same. It doesn't matter if you are talking about the present or the future. You can use these modal verbs in the same way. People will understand if you are talking about the present or the future from the context. For example, she might be there already. She might be there tomorrow. Here, in the first sentence, is about the present because we have the time phrase already. And the second one is about the future because we have the time phrase tomorrow that express the action will be done in the future.
In possibility and uncertainty, you can also use modals in negative statements by adding not after the modal verb. So, when do we use it? Well, we use it to describe things that will possibly not happen in the future. For example, the next earthquake may not happen for another 50 years. It's impossible to predict exactly. It is important you remember that you can't use the modal could to talk about negative possibilities. In this case, you can only use 2 modals. It could be may or might. The structure that we will use to express negative possibility or uncertainty is may not, might not, plus verb infinity. For example, we might not have enough money to go away. I think it is possible that we haven't enough money. As you can see in this example, we use might not plus the verb infinity have. The second example, they might not be ready. I think it is possible that they are not ready. As you can see, we use might not plus the verb infinity verb be. The third example, I might not be back in time for dinner. In this example, we use might not plus the verb infinity be. Let's practice. In the following sentence, choose the correct option. First one, you take photograph in the museum. Which is the correct option? Can't, may not, or couldn't? Of course, is may not the correct option. The second one, visitors feed animal. Which is the correct option? May not, can't, or couldn't? Of course, may not is the correct option. The third one, I go to the party because I'm not feeling very well. Which is the correct option? Couldn't, can't, or might not? Of course, might not is the correct option.
Hi guys, I'm going to talk about the modal that express possibility. The structure of this modal is can plus verb infinity. We use can to describe a possibility in general, but not with a future type reference. I have some examples. The first example says, you can easily lose your personal things in the park. It refers that people often lose their personal thing in the park. As you can see, we use the modal can because we are referring to a general possibility. The second example says, eating junk food can affect your health. As you can see, we use the modal can too because we are referring to a general possibility. The third example says, it can take 2 hours to get to the school if the traffic is bad. This possibility doesn't apply to one person at one time. It applies to anyone who tries to get to the school when the traffic is bad. The last example says, it can be very hot in summer here. This is possible every year, not just in 1 year. Let's practice. As you can see, I had 4 examples. The first example says, San Miguel be very cool in November. The second example says, she gets quite angry when people don't listen to her. The third example says, it's be very difficult to deal with him when he is in a bad mood. For each one, you have to decide if it expresses a general possibility or a specific possibility. Pause the video and think about your answers. Let's look at the answers. The first exercise, the answer is can. San Miguel can be very cool in November. In the first sentence, in November and San Miguel is a general idea. You are talking about one place, but you are also talking about every year, so you should use can. The second exercise, the answer is can. She can get quite angry when people don't listen to her. You are talking about a general tendency which she has. She can get angry anytime when people don't listen to her, not just one time, so you need to use can. The last exercise said, it's be very difficult to deal with him when he is in a bad mood. The answer is can. This is possible every time he is in a bad mood, not just one time. General possibility refers to both the present and the future together. Also, general possibility are only positive.
Hello everyone, so I'm going to continue with the topics, models. So, certainty use will plus bar infinity. Well, we use will to indicate something will happen in the future. For example, you will know that Kevin and Miguel are engaged. So, you already know what is going to happen. Well, we have verb infinity. The verb infinity is also used after the verb will, shall, should, may, might, can, could, and must. The verb infinity form of a verb is the same as infinitive form, only without the word to. The base form of a verb is incidentally the same as the infinitive. For example, I will wait. We have another example, I will to wait, but in the second we don't use to the particle to. So it's mean the verb infinity we can use the word to. The infinity can be used with or without the marker to. These two forms of the infinity are distinguished by the term to infinity and var infinities. We have another example, he will be coming. In this example, I am expressing certainty that he will come I am considering that action of him coming as continued. That is, I am thinking of it happening over some time period. This suggests certainly that his transit will occur. And the other one, he will come. I am expressing certain that he will come, and I am considering that action of him coming as described. It is one complete action in my mind. This suggests certainty that his arrival will occur.
Hi, I'm going to explain the use must plus verb infinitive. We use must when we are certain something is true, usually with be, or when we suppose what a situation is like. For example, I have never climbed a roller coaster. It must be really fun. As you can see, we are following the structure because we are using the modal must and the infinitive be. Another example, you have not eaten all day. You must be hungry. In this sentence, we are sure about the situation. Another example, you've done a lot of homeworks. You must feel really exhausted. Now we're gonna practice. Here we have some sentences. You celebrate your birthday. You feel really happy. You haven't worked all day. You feel relaxed. Now we're gonna look at the answers. And the answers are: you celebrated your birthday. You must feel really happy. You haven't worked all day. You must feel relaxed.
Hello, continue with the last part of the topic can't in negative certainty present. When we want to express negative certainty, use that structure. And the subject I, you, she, him, we, they, plus can, plus verb infinitive. Can is often used when we think that something is impossible at the present moment or is not true. For example, identify when a sentence is impossible or when it's not true. It can be life in another planet. What do you think? Is impossible or is not true? We can be sure of what kind of life there may be on another planet. Is not true. You can know your TOEFL grades already? We had not taken the exam at this time. For that reason, it's impossible. You can work in a university without a doctor's degree. We can work in the university with a teaching degree or with a bachelor's degree. It's not true. We can go to the moon and come back in an hour. Nobody can do that so fast. For that reason, it's impossible.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.